to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will have the opening possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got a man. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on the road.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'll have to get a drive going here. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack of the 20.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Paul, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback making checks. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this...
There he goes! Touchdown! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not putting it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Well, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Baker. Pulls it in. It's good. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to...
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride him out of bounds. That's the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Gets it out quickly. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up for the 1st and goal situation.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
That's a little reason. I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And let's take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the back. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The corners are walked up tight. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Here's a hit. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense understanding where they are in the field? They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. slithers into space. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back and Vince.
There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Defensively, you'll take the slow game. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute today.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been.
He's loose on the left side. Pass attack. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top top-10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To throw, it's Nickel. He's got him. Breaks into the open. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's John. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Sends it back in motion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Makes the play in the backfield again. The defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion.
yourself towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving it up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Rebels will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Back to pass, it's Baker. Flips it out in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Going for the marker on the ground. Finds a little space. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up there.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Baker. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man by himself. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some momentum to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get...
Turning it on! Oh, he got loose! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Orlando. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoop it up and going the other way. A 10. Slippery slide. Flying his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Spread behind the line. It's Morris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
That's caught. It's Morris. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have wrecked these.
Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
How about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Good, solid tackle. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move, it's Green. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Kickoff unit on the
stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Oh, now it's second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to pass. It's Orlando. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job.
Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This is what an